Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Back to the Future. When we left off last time, actually we'll go ahead and use, this is a really nice recap that the game gives you right here. So, responding to the summons of Doc's time-tossed DeLorean, Marty McFly travels to Prohibition-era Hill Valley to save his mentor from a hail of gangland bullets. After reuniting with Doc and bringing him up to speed about his impending doom, Doc concocts a plan to break him out of jail, befriend Doc's younger self, and persuade him to build a rocket-powered drill. Let's do this. So, we just have to head over to the soup kitchen, borrow their phone to give Doc a call, meet up with him somewhere, and yeah, I think this should be just fine. Shouldn't be hard, right? Saturday. Alright. Which way do I want to go? Is this where I want to go? Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, over here. Soup kitchen is right next to the police station. There we go. Alright, let's just pop on in here. And phone was this away. Give him a call.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
Young Master Brown.
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Okay, well, to the courthouse then. Which we did see last time. Where was it? We'll find it. Alright. How far over here can I go? Is it just the police station and that's it? I think it might be. So this really is kind of the wrong way. Okay, go here. He doesn't want to. There we go. A little faster. Nope, that's that. Okay. Well, can we talk to him again? Let's attempt it.
Psst, Doc!
Marty, have you found my younger self yet?
No, but I learned you're at the courthouse, so tell me about that.
So, according to the British guy on the phone, you're working at the courthouse.
Of course. In the summer of '31, my father made me work as a junior clerk.
That doesn't sound like any fun.
I hated every minute of it. My father was, strict. In any event, you should head over to the courthouse right away and introduce yourself to me.
Alright, so what did you do as a law clerk?
What does a law clerk do anyway?
Horrible paper shuffling task, but that's unimportant. Get yourself to the courthouse and find me.
I don't know, I kind of like the sound of paper shuffling tasks, personally. I could handle a job like that.
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of time travel.
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for a few months.
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
Huh?
So how are Clara and the kids?
They're fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer? In 2011?
Oh, forget I said anything.
Where'd the DeLorean come from? The last time I saw it had been smashed to pieces by a train.
It's a fantastic story. Do you remember when the DeLorean got struck by lightning in 1955?
I do?
Yeah?
Unbeknownst to either of us, the lightning produced a temporal duplicate of the time machine.
Yeah?
One that was tossed 70 years into the future.
What?
I found out about it during a trip to 2025 and recovered it just in time to stop Griff Tannen from vandalizing the time stream.
Heavy. So that DeLorean...
It's for all intents and purposes the exact same machine as the original. Plus or minus little bells and whistles I've added over the years, of course.
Well,
So, what were you doing in 1931 anyway?
Oh, nothing terribly exciting. Indulging in a little personal nostalgia, picking up a few rare out-of-print books to surprise Clara on her birthday, solving a historical mystery or two. The usual.
what mysteries did you solve?
You lead a pretty unusual life, Doc.
It's an unusual universe, Marty.
I hate to tell you, Doc, but your last time departed display is on the fritz.
It is?
Yeah,
So how did you find me?
a
I
shoe.
found one of Edna Strickland's shoes in the DeLorean.
How did one of her shoes get in the DeLorean?
Einstein took it from her.
He did? How strange. Ivy almost never attacks people. Not without a good reason, anyway.
Yeah, I'm suspicious of her.
How'd you wind up in jail in 1931 anyway?
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved mysteries.
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail, charged with arson.
So who started the fire?
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
Well, that's a mystery we're gonna have to solve.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
So then... Oh, look at all these options.
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
Aha!
It's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
Alright, so about Edna.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna, we never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you
Well,
ask?
there's obviously some kind of
Thinks you're a
connection.
hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just somehow lost her mind.
That would explain a lot.
Alright then. And yeah, I found your notebook.
I know this really isn't the right time or place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Why not?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
Well,
That's what I keep trying to tell them.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
sounds like a plan. Alright,
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
well, you know. Oh, dang it. I gotta stop doing that. Okay. Can I go inside at all? I would like to go inside. Awesome.
Who are you and what do you want?
Can I talk to, Carl Sagan?
No.
Are you his lawyer?
No.
Then scram.
But that makes me wonder, are we gonna be his lawyer? He's working as a law clerk. He can't really be his own lawyer because he can't risk talking to himself, right? So we'll have to be the go-between. With the drill that young self is to create. Okay. Is this the courthouse over here? No. Dang it, I just crossed the road without meaning to. That's the soup kitchen. Also, I really want to go to... Look at that thing. I want to go to the cinema. I don't think we can. This is the courthouse. Oop, oop, oop. Over this way. Let's check in with Einstein. We found Doc. Good news, pal.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Alright. That didn't really accomplish much, but... Okay, how do we get to the right angle? Maybe this way? Yeah, walk through the town square. There we go. Right up this courthouse steps. Now... Hey! Oh, this is him, isn't it?
These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. I mean, Judge Brown says so.
Get back here, Emmett.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Uh-huh.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor.
Just you
Now,
wait.
Please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, H2A multiplied by the...
Yeah, important business. Actually, can we go in here, though? Probably not, but gotta check.
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Alright. Alright, where did he go? I'm gonna find you. Did he walk by here, Einstein? He did. Why didn't you stop him? Oh, get over there. Ah! Trapped in the rotunda. Okay, we got this. Hey, hey. I'm gonna follow you right in there. First, I wanna look at this sign, though. Oh, come on. Say something about this sign. Fine, fine. Okay, in we go.
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
Hey, hey, I'm not done talking to you.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Wow. It's very serious.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Well?
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
I have it on
Dad
good
tell you that?
authority that you don't actually care
Every
for your
morning.
job, Emmett. So,
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
uh-huh.
H stands for
Well, keep going, Marty. He doesn't mean it. He just doesn't want his dad to overhear.
You again?
Yes?
Can't you see I'm busy?
Come on.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Uh-huh. We're gonna keep at it. Go get him! Run! Don't you go back in there. I'm still talking to you. Shoot, I messed it up. No, no, no. Don't.
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Yes, you do. He just went in
I
there.
don't need to go in there anymore.
Marty.
Now if H stands
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Oh my goodness, I totally missed. That was embarrassing. Go get him.
inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of A, right?
Ah. Oh, jeez Louise.
Or do we take H to stand for the Hermitian line operator? But in that case, H to the A multiplied by the inverse.
Come here, Marty.
Expectation value only if the coefficient of friction.
Okay, I'm having a rough time with the controls here.
Force equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's Newton. But how many newtons
Okay,
are required
sorta
to
get in
make
front of him.
mass if acceleration is reduced by the inverse of
Now
the
get him.
derivative of the speed
Get him,
relative
get him,
to
get
the
him.
speed of-
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
Why?
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
Go ahead, quiz me.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Marty, is that really the best you can do? Okay.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
Yikes.
9 at night. But today's Saturday.
That's rough.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
From the doc that we know, I feel like pursuing the science is the way to go. But we've tried this a couple times already, and it wasn't really getting us anywhere. So I don't know that calling him out for being a coward is going to do anything. He's probably a coward with reason.
Sounds like
His dad
you're
sounds
scared of your
intimidating.
father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide.
Like being a
And I
scientist.
don't have a dark secret to hide.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
Well,
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
don't run away from me. It's so obnoxious to try and catch up with you. Oh my goodness, he's doing it. Okay, just... You know what? Wait, right here. He'll come out in a minute. And we'll get him. No, 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 no.
Just give
Okay.
me a chance.
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr.
Mm.
Corleone.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. Well, in that case,
Okay, I think we need to go back and confer with current doc, old doc, the doc we know. Okay, over here, over here. Alright, Doc, your young self is being uncooperative.
Doc!
Morty, how goes the escape plan?
Not well.
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You
Yeah?
won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
So,
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
he's terrified of
1931,
him.
I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
Oh, wow. Your father is that duplicitous? That's horrible. Okay, so... Well, the most important thing is to get Teen Doc to trust me, but let's investigate other conversation options just to see what Doc has to say.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
But it's
It's a
superficial.
facade, I assure
Yeah.
you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Yeah, he doesn't really appreciate that. He does mutter a lot. Well, his current self mutters too, that's fine.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
Huh?
The expo?
Yes, the Expo. How could I have forgotten? In a few months, younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
So you can look back on it fondly now, eh? So, Why does the expo make you mutter?
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know.
I wasn't
H
actually
to the
paying
something
close
when
attention.
inverse is something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
Oh. So.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
Okay, so I gotta find a way to walk him past here.
What do I do to convince Team Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure. Maybe if we solve that problem he's working on, he'll be more inclined to trust you.
Okay. Well, you've given me some
Let's
things
talk
to
about
think
your younger
about.
self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Okay, so I gotta find a way to lure younger self this way. Okay, go around this, go around. There you go. Alright, so where is he at currently? Aha! He's gonna reach the door before I get over there. It's fine. Don't get stuck in the rotunda. Just go around. Just wait here. Creep forward a bit. He'll have to come this way. Yeah, there you are. Click, 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 click. Click him. Click him.
Will you just
There.
give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Ah, not helping.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
Fine. Okay, this isn't helping. I gotta do something else.
By the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable. Wait, is that even possible? Oh, that's...
Maybe I just need to follow him?
equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's Newton.
Wait. If only Doc could hear him. Yeah.
Required to maintain a constant.
Use it on him.
The mass of acceleration is reduced by the inverse.
Yeah.
Oh, think, Emmett, think.
There we
H
go.
to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. Oh. Some derivative of the speed relative to the speed of light.
Alright, let's see if that's enough.
Respect to H.
Come on, come on. What are we stuck on? Oh, I have to cross from the other. So finicky. Alright. I can't believe I forgot to use the tape reader. Like, I have it in my mind, oh, this is a Telltale game, so this is going to be a lot of, like, dialogue options and stuff, and I'm forgetting, no, this is a point and click as well. Don't forget your items to use. So, let's use this. Doc?
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Alright
Won't
then.
giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So,
It'll be fine.
Alright. Hamiltonian something, you said. We'll figure it out. Oh, okay. So, if I can manage to not bungle this, go talk to him. Go, I bungled it. we'll wait like right here. I don't know why I have so much trouble with that. Come on up. No, not the... Emmett.
Just give me a chance.
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
But guess what?
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
From you. Okay, it's tempting to say something very flippant, but no.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket-powered drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess
No, sorry.
I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Well, I need that rocket drill. A lot.
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning?
Now. I didn't... Well, I need all of this. I need it tonight. I need it fully operational. Maybe not necessarily full-sized. Well...
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
Well, what do you need?
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered this subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Well, then let's trade tasks.
I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Thank you.
I've got to subpoena my grandpa.
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Something
Let's go
bad.
talk to him.
No, don't talk to him, Marty.
Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Yeah. Talking to him's a terrible idea, Marty. I have a feeling we're probably going to have to. But... So this is all it's all working together. Think about it, Marty. Doc said that Kid's going to be sent to jail. It's going to be because of the subpoena. And that things get better for Artie McFly, and this is why, because of the subpoena. But that's an incredibly dangerous thing because obviously Kid's not going to want his accountant to be subpoenaed. So if he knows that that's what we're trying to do, then he might make a move against us, or he might make a move against Arthur. Alright. Let's chat with young Doc a little more.
You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas?
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. He wants to expose me to different kinds of people. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
Yeah, it seems like it would be a rough job delivering subpoenas. Especially to like gangsters in the 1930s. It's a dangerous kind of job. Why don't you quit? Because he's terrified of his dad?
Serving subpoenas is such dirty work. Why don't you just say no?
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
Some gangster
get
could try to
shot.
kill you.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Alright.
Any idea where we could find Artie?
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Well, it makes sense.
Have you seen him?
For a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
So,
How about Kid Tannen? What do we know about him?
bad news.
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody getting in his way.
Yep, that's a Tannen, all right. This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed your rocket-powered drill to run on a fuel that, isn't illegal?
Illegal? What does law have to do with science? Science has its own laws. You, of all people, should know that.
Also, it isn't a very useful question, Marty. Because it was already designed that, like, it's said and done now. He can't just redesign. We'll ask him. Could we use something besides? But I don't think we could just redesign it if you want this thing by tonight.
Couldn't you tweak your engine design a little so it runs on something else?
Like what?
I don't know, gas maybe?
Gasoline? Yesterday's news. You'll see. By 1940, automobiles will all run on pure alcohol.
Uh-huh.
Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured.
Okay, I gotta ask him. But when was The Time Machine published?
Have you read The Time Machine?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
Alright, so I think that's all that we need here.
We'll get that subpoena delivered. My name isn't...
Michael Corleone!
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, you almost bungled there, didn't you, Marty? Anyhow, well, we're gonna have to deal with Kid anyhow, I think, because we gotta get our hands on alcohol, and who else in town is gonna have any? So, do we go right for him, or do we... Let's check out the soup kitchen first, maybe. And see if we can find any sign. Oh, Edna?
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
Yeah, what are you tracking?
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
So,
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
wow. So, she was quite the do-gooder in her youth, and now in her old age, she just screams at children from her apartment window.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know where they... Okay, where can they meet? Tell us,
I
Marty.
know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
Yeah, I don't really... They sound like kind of overly morally uptight people. I mean, they're helping with the soup kitchen, that's great, but the stay sober thing is like, come on, guys. Anyhow, so we don't want to inflict, well, we don't want to inflict them on Doc, but maybe we could inflict them on his father. And the bombed speakeasies would sound like we're toying with her, because come on. Well, maybe, though, because it's sort of representative of their goals, right? Well, I mean, I don't know that they necessarily want to bomb things. How about the park?
You can meet in the park.
No, that's no good. Too many of the members sleep in the park.
Ah, well, how
I know a
about...
place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
What about... Yeah, we'll try it.
You can meet in the speakeasy, the one that got bombed last Wednesday.
Now, wouldn't that be poetic irony? But I'm not sure the building is structurally safe.
That's a fair point.
I know a place.
I
where
don't know
the
if
Stay
any of
Sober
these
Society
answers are
can meet.
actually going to work.
Oh,
I wonder if there's
where?
maybe more digging we have to do to trigger the proper option, but...
You can meet over there in the jailhouse. I think they have an empty cell.
No, the jailhouse has bad associations for some of the Stay Soberites.
Alright, so let's
I
try...
know a place where the
we'll
Stay
try the
Sober
Brown
Society
residence.
can meet.
Oh, where?
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please tell your friend Emmett we accept. The meeting isn't due to start for a little while, so that'll give our people some time to set up.
Okay, so what have I done by offering her this? We'll have to see how that plays out. Well,
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh, which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
alright. So before we string her along too much on that,
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good.
Oh.
Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
so
As a
then...
matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh, who?
Oh my goodness, there's so many of them.
The insane asylum.
Those inmates are crazy for soup.
Oh, there she goes.
All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
Wow. Soup by the barrel, huh? Alright. Okay, we got her out of here, but is that what we really wanted to do? I was hoping he'd have something to
We'll
say
get
about
that
Edna.
subpoena delivered.
Alright. Well, let's investigate the soup kitchen. I mean, I don't imagine he's going to be in here, but, you know.
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup? Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
Ah, I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
So, this is going to actually be alcohol, and we have to find a way to get hold of one of
What
those.
about those barrels?
What about him?
What kind of soup is that?
It's not
Uh-huh.
it's special soup.
Special how?
Special about it?
It's made for grown-ups, kid.
Uh-huh.
A soup for grown-ups?
That's right, kid. Be nosy. See where it gets you.
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
Yeah. So,
So this place used to be a soup kitchen.
What do you mean used to be? Despite recent changes in ownership, this joint is still available for the purposes of distributing food to the needy and the not-so-well-to-do. And no other purposes whatsoever.
Uh-huh.
Right. What's a tough guy like Kid Tannen doing running a soup kitchen?
Mr. Tannen purchased the soup kitchen from the Sisters of Mercy in an effort to repair his reputation as a respectable community figure after his fine name was besmirched by the malignant and malicious the actions of the misguided vandals that done burned down his place of business.
His speakeasy.
I cannot confirm nor deny any claims of so-called illegal bootlegging at the just eat your damn soup, pipsqueak.
Why is the soup in a barrel?
Why is the soup in a barrel?
'Cause it's hard to ladle off the floor.
All right.
Could I have a bowl of soup?
We're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
Why, thank you. Thoughts, Marty? No good, eh?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Sign says cabbage.
Ole Ribolita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried...
Chili powder this bad boy.
giving the soup a little heat, maybe?
Why, is it getting cold?
No, I mean, like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too, but it's gotta be edible for the common folks.
Come on, a little dash isn't gonna kill anyone.
Aw, heck. You got moxie, kid. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we?
Yeah, let's do. Alright, so surely that's accomplished something for us. Bowl of crummy soup. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and actually wind the episode down here. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back next time. We'll see if we can figure out just what we got to do with this soup. I should probably focus on the subpoena as well, but... Oh, I took too long. Okay, so there's got to be something that I do while he's got that rack moved. We'll figure it out.